telling us to do? It's not live right now, isn't it? It is. So we can't keep it like this then? Let's see. I don't see the orientation lock. Oh, I didn't know even know that existed. Such a weird thing.
No options here. We got 7 people in. I'm gonna just have to do it like this.
Just do it like that. We having some technical issues, guys. Let us know if our orientation of the phone is sideways, because for some reason YouTube's telling us to unlock our orientation, but it is. So I think it is working properly now.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, guys.
Taylor Hutchinson.
Look what we're dealing with over here. Somebody keeps setting up that car alarm. This is what, maybe the 7th or 8th time tonight. So what we doing here, I want to show y'all a little bit of this. We're getting this parking lot ready to be repainted. It's blacktop, and man, it is dark out here. Let's go back over here, Apex, and see. In case y'all ever run into this, this may be helpful to y'all. You got a light on you? A flashlight or anything? So this portion of the parking lot is blacktop. What is going on over there? So anyway, this is concrete, and it was white. And whoever had done this before put seal coat on this concrete, and it started to fail in a bunch of spots. So you got blacktop all out there, and then you got concrete, a section of concrete right here that's probably 400 square feet or so. So this looks horrible. This is a high-end place that we're working at, so they want to correct this issue. So we're going to have to come back and put a bonding primer on it and then repaint it black again. I kind of wish they'd have never done it in the first place. There's better options than putting that seal coat on it, because sometimes your paint job is only as good as the foundation is. So we came in here with the surface cleaner and some other chemicals to try to get some of this old seal coat off of this concrete. It's a bit challenging, but in the parking lot striping business, sometimes these challenging jobs, these projects that are challenging, make you better at your craft and make you a lot of money too. So we're kind of the only ones around that knew what to do with this and how to do it. So they had several other people look at it, and this is the deal. You can see where it's the old seal coat is coming up. And what they did, they striped over the seal coat that they put down. And again, this is a concrete. Just basically like concrete, like this sidewalk. And the reason why they painted it black is because they had, their ADA was out of code. Where's that that grid, Jacob, that we was so dark out here. Oh, here it is. Yeah. So this, no, you seen an old grid over here. Remember that?
Yeah,
the old grid they tried to cover up.
Yeah, this is what they tried to cover up, and the black chipped away and it exposed some blue underneath.
Yeah, so that's the old grid. The proper thing would have been is to remove that old paint, because you put seal coat over this paint here, it doesn't stick. And so now they having double grids and the ADA is getting all messed up. So at any rate, This is we're going to fix it. We're washing it tonight, getting everything prepped out. Hopefully by tomorrow afternoon it should be dried out. It's supposed to be hot and sunny here, and there's not a whole lot of shade on this parking lot, so we should be good to go to start painting this pallet. That's what we call it in the industry. When you got a row of parking spots that are 90-degree angles, it's called a pallet. So we get this pallet done. This is priority ADA, obviously. And I don't know how far we get, but we're going to stripe the entire parking lot too while we're here. They want to go with that as well. Big upsell, guys, man. Once you're doing these ADAs are obviously regulated by federal law. And a lot of times, this is where we make our money. We get called in for ADA. We market for it, that and fire lanes. And then while you're here, you can upsell on cleaning the parking lot, restriping the other parts of the parking lot, and you're in at that point. I mean, you can make incredible amounts of money doing it. Then we got a few comments here. Let's see if we got, how many folks we got on tonight. I know it's late.
Got 6 people in the stream.
6 people. You want to read a few comments?
All right.
There they go.
Okay. So Taylor Hericharan says it's upright, not sideways. And Taylor also said, do y'all bring floodlights to the job site?
Yeah, we got several lights with us, and that's basically how we working on the lights out here. It's not quite as bad as it portrays out here on the video. I can see Chris way over there, and I got terrible vision. Let's look at Chris in the camera.
Yeah, we can make out where he's at.
Yeah, you can kind of make, but you can see him better in real person, so in real life. But yeah, it's not too bad. Once your eyes get adjusted to it. Now looking at this phone, of course, it's all bright and stuff, but kind of mess up your night vision. But you stay out here 10-15 minutes, you pretty much see everything.
Yep.
Now they also have a parking lot light up here they left it off, and I requested for them to leave it on, but you know how that happens. But hopefully tomorrow they have it on as well. That'd be a big benefit to us for sure. I'm expecting that thing pretty much light this up like daylight. Wouldn't you think, Apex?
Yeah, and there's another one as well. So.
Oh, it's 2 of them. Okay, yeah, that would be plenty.
And that's it for comments. We got 8 people in the stream.
So we're after midnight. We're wee hours of the morning. Oftentimes it requires this and striping. They left out of this facility at, it was after 11 p.m. So can't do this while people's in the building. And so this is sometimes the life we live. But I enjoy it. It's beautiful out here. It actually had a tremendous thunderstorm come in earlier, which cooled everything off. And now it's just a breeze. We're right here by a major river, and breeze coming down the river, and it's actually very pleasant.
Yeah, it's a beautiful night. It's like the night owl stream, man. We got
I know.
all of this.
I told Apex before we went live, I said there might be a couple folks still up. We might not be the only ones that's still awake. We went to I sent them down the street to try to find some coffee or something. Everything's closed.
Man, it's like a ghost town.
You feel safe out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. It's real pleasant, wide open. You can see if anybody's approaching, but we in a higher end section of town, so there's a lot of law enforcement present around and stuff. But there's times that we work in sketchy places, but we go there too.
Dude come up to you, ask for $1, bro.
For $1, just give him $1, send him on his way.
All right, we got another comment here from Taylor. Taylor's killing it on the comments tonight. He says, I always miss the stream, but luckily I was up late enough to catch this one.
Oh yeah, guys, whoever's on, if y'all hadn't went, I don't know if y'all know, we're about to give away a soft wash pump for Father's Day. It's you have to go comment on the video. I think it says soft wash pump giveaway or something. It's like 4 or 5 videos down on my YouTube channel. You'll see it. Just comment, like, and subscribe, and you'll be entered in. We're actually going to announce it here in the next few days with something else that's really exciting too. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button if you hadn't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell. That way, when we we're going to do a live stream to announce the soft wash pump giveaway winner, and also something else special we want to bring to our subscribers. So make sure y'all hit the notification bell. That way your phone will alert you. And so we'll go live and do the drawing and make a couple other announcements. As soon as we get a couple hours off, we've been running hard for, I guess, the beginning of the year.
Yeah, and Green Line says, appreciate you, brother, for the knowledge. Start my LLC this week.
Awesome, man. Yeah, get all that on the wraps, get it squared away, and get started, man. There's money to be made out here, and right now, especially right now, contractors are in extremely high demand. There's multiple reasons why people's not wanting to go to work, for good, bad, or in between. Everybody's wanting to get some free money or whatever, and they're not wanting to work. So when people call, they probably done called 7 or 8 other contractors and can't get them on the phone. I'm living proof of it. I've been trying to get an in-ground pool installed at my home for 7 or 8 months now with very little luck. I've gotten 2 estimates so far and can't even get a 3rd estimate. Out of all the people in the phone book, nobody wants to come out and give estimates. They just doing whatever they're doing. So in the parking lot striping business, this stuff that we're looking at right here, they will have, they can get their electricity shut off if this is not right, the ADA part. So a lot of times when they call, they're desperate. We're not trying to gouge anybody, but we definitely going to get a premium price for it, especially it's an emergency situation. They can call and need it done right now, where we have to drop some type of other work that we're doing to move to this. So you can definitely charge premium prices, and I can see that for the foreseeable future. Guys, if y'all hadn't checked out our parking lot striping course on BillyDavidsonVIP.com, we got that still going. Promotional code is Billy499, save you a few dollars on the course. Jump in here and start doing this, man. This is and you can see these lines aren't that bad, but the ADA is. So that's where we get the upsell on this right here, and this is thousands of dollars. So, and we'll make thousands of dollars. I don't want to really say the price on here. Who knows, somebody could be watching, but we'll make thousands of dollars in 12 hours of work. So many thousands. So it pays hundreds and hundreds of dollars per hour, and I teach you how to do this without a machine. Even if you didn't have any equipment, you can come in here with a couple of your friends and get something like this done and make the money. Let's go check on Big Chris. It's gonna get dark in this corner. Basically, guys, what we're doing here, we're using about 10 gallons a minute water flow on low pressure, cleaning this blacktop. You got your phone light? Okay, yep, we see them good now.
And Taylor was asking, when did you first start hiring helpers?
So early on, I've been doing this for 27 years. I probably worked for about 2.5, 3 years kind of by myself. I did have some on and off guys. You know how that is in this industry, where it's a guy here and there for a day or two, then they move on or whatever. So I would say about 20 years I've had full-time employees, and a wage that they can survive on. I'm not all about hiring somebody and just getting them when I need them. I mean, that's not fair to the person you hire, and you need to have them on board if you can afford it, of all means, full time, and expect that person to learn and teach them. And they need to be loyal, if you're gonna have them fully insured and benefits and all that. And because it takes a minute to teach a guy everything, exactly how you want to do it. So once you invest all that time and effort into that person, it needs to be a relationship with that person where they got your back, you got them, that sort of thing. So it's real important to find someone as quick as you can that you can depend on, and kind of look outside the box. There's a lot of great guys out there, or gals, that can do this work. I've had several women work for me that were absolutely phenomenal.
And Green Line's got a pretty good question. He says, how do I go about contracting for a bigger company?
So when you're dealing with parking lot striping, you need to have your full insurance ready in hand. That'd be workers' comp, general liability, and oftentimes commercial auto. When you start dealing with some of these larger contracts like this, they're going to want that. And another way is to get on their vendors list. So you want to call corporate and ask for their vendors list, a website or a portal where you can log in, submit your information, and go from there. Now, let's say, for example, Walmart. We'll take Walmart, for example, because I've probably done $1 million worth of work for Walmart over the years. You get on their vendors list, and they may have 5 or 6 other people in your area on the vendors list. But oftentimes, guys, it's answering your phone or answering the email. They send you a bid invitation, and you can respond to it or not. Depends on how busy you are. If you're not too busy, go in and respond to it and go quote out the job. If you are too busy, they don't hold it against you. So it's not like they're going to remove you off the vendors list. So it's one way is getting on the vendors list, some of these large corporations, marketing for them through your Google My Business. That's a great way. And then email marketing is emailing them directly. Sometimes that takes a little bit of work to get the proper email. I got a lady that works for us. She is phenomenal at getting emails to very important people, the people that can write a check and make those decisions. And that's one way of getting into it for sure. And we're going to ball valve this off here at the end.
Okay.
You want to hold it for a minute?
Yeah, we got a few comments to go through. Okay. Yeah, just a lot of comments saying it's dark. Yeah, guys, we're working with. They were gonna leave the lights on for us.
Your phone light is it almost the flashlight's almost out? Okay, I see. Oh, this helps any. Pull the comments down. Let's see if we can see it in the screen. Take them down.
Okay, they'll disappear in a second.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah, so
we can see his reflective shirt.
Yeah, a little bit. We can move in closer.
Yeah.
You can read a couple comments if you got them. How many folks we got on tonight?
We've got 9 people in the stream.
People. I guess y'all like us. Y'all stay up late. You know, I've been doing this for years, and I love nighttime work myself. You know, you kind of get used to it, and it's very peaceful out here if you ask me.
Yep, just got a comment. Green Line says, do I need the most fancy equipment to get on a vendor's list? ? I have a nice trailer, but not a wrap truck or soft wash machine, but I use an X-Jet and a downstream.
No, absolutely not. When I first started contracting for Cracker Barrel, I literally had a 2.5 gallon per minute pressure washer in the back of a Nissan single cab truck. This is in the early 90s. And I was contracted for Cracker Barrel. My first contract for Cracker Barrel was 6 figures. And of course I took that money and upgraded everything. But you know, again, you're working out there late at night. They had no idea what equipment I was using so long as I did the work properly. So this looks, what else we got, Chris, to do?
I just rinsed the car in the wall. I think that's pretty much it.
All right, give me the ball valve. I'm gonna rinse off a couple things. And then we're gonna take one machine down and then bring the other machine up to approximately 50% power. Another thing, guys, we're working right in the city limits, so we got a noise ordinance here. So we're having to keep the machines on a less power setting than I would rather. I'd like to run them a little bit stronger, but we're having to make do. You know, we don't want to violate any noise ordinance. I'm about to open this up. All right, so we got a fancy car over here we need to rinse off.
That's right.
What kind of car is that?
That's a brand new BMW X. It's like a fancy SUV. Very fancy.
Could you type in the comments our website so the guys can go and find it if they need it?
Yeah.
them know. You got it, was able to type it in? Or?
Just finished. All right, guys, so just left a comment in the chat for the website. If y'all ever want to learn how to do stuff like this and make a good living for yourself, be sure to check that out. And Greenline says, appreciate you guys. I will support every chance I get and will probably buy a course soon after I budget for marketing. God bless.
We definitely appreciate it, all the support y'all have given us over the years. And we're coming up on 10,000 subscribers here shortly. And I don't know when it'll happen. You know, maybe the next few weeks, might be a couple months or so. But we're trying to bring y'all as much content as we can, even out here in the middle of the night. So we definitely appreciate when y'all hit that thumbs up button on our videos. That means the world to us. Means a lot to Google and YouTube and all of that computerized stuff. I don't know everything about it, but they say it's very important. So it kind of helps promote our channel and also gives us a little more motivation. You know, we on this end, we don't know exactly who's watching and what all is going on. So, but when we see those thumbs up, it really motivates us to keep bringing more content.
All right, we got two more comments here. Lalo369 says, what hours do you usually work and do you ever sleep?
You know, that's a good question. Actually, I was born with a birth defect. I've never actually fell asleep in my life. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I slept for about 15 minutes today. I was talking, we had a guy that bought the striping course about 3 weeks ago, and he's doing really good with it, but he was on the job, had a couple issues. I was taking a nap, but I took his call. You know, it's real important that he got up and running. And so, you know, we catch a nap whenever we can. That's all we can do.
Yep. And Taylor Harrichan says, how do you deal with difficult customers? I worked for a man last week, cleaned 3 metal roofs. He was hysterical and told me to get on the roof and pressure wash it. He did not want SH up there.
I would have passed on the job unless he was starving and you had to do the work. I'd have passed on that deal, or either just try to educate him more. Another good thing is to have some print material that explains the process before you put the estimate in. That print material goes a long ways. We implemented that a few years ago, and our customers are much more receptive to our processes versus just verbally telling them. It seems like print material, they see it, they read it, then they can go do their own research. I urge them to do their own research. But if they adamant about me pressure washing a roof, there's no way I'll do that to my insurance company, is what I'll let them know. I was like, my insurance company will cancel me if I do that.
Yeah, like that's a whole nother type of job.
Yeah.
Whole nother quote. And Greenline says, LOL, he's laughing about that.
Yeah, we don't want any insurance claims for sure.
Yep. And guys, as you can see here, we always like to rinse everything off and make sure that there's no grit, especially on like poles and stuff. It's you know, you got to keep your quality up when you're washing.
Yeah, but even the back sides of them. Always go that extra mile, and your customers will reward you for it greatly.
Yep, we got 14 people in the stream.
We got 14 night owls in here, Big Chris. What I want to try to do, Apex, is kind of this sidewalk cleaned up a little bit here. I know this is not in our work order, but I know we had that heavy rain earlier. I'm gonna go around to the other side and catch this. This looks good, sir. this is something else we're gonna be painting tomorrow, guys. It's directional arrow. Yep, you can see it. I'm gonna try to make sure we cleaned it, but I want to make sure no dirt stays on it overnight and dries. Gets all crusty. So that right there is gonna look like fresh and clean tomorrow. Then we repaint it, and it'll be very brilliant to them. You want to go touch that car over there and make sure, Chris, that it feels good. All right, let's swoop around here to the other side wall. Our sign as well. So we got a few people on board. Again, I'm gonna remind y'all to go back on my YouTube channel. We're gonna be giving away a 5.5 Everflow soft wash pump. I think they about $150, $160. So go enter the contest. Just go down on the YouTube channel and look down 4 or 5 videos. You'll see a video titled that. Just go in and make sure you subscribe and comment on that video, and you'll be entered into the contest. And we're going to announce it live here in the next couple of days when we get some time off, and then get that soft wash pump over to the lucky winner. And then we're going to be announcing something else special that night on our live video as well.
Yep. And Jason Groff says, have you ever washed an asphalt shingle roof with an X-Jet?
Yeah, I did actually, and it will work, but it's not ideal because you have so much flow coming out. So you got to do your property and plant protection, and but it'll do it. But it takes several applications. You got to use straight 12.5 SH. Idle your machine down. If you got a 4 gallon per minute machine, idle it down to about 50% power. That way your X-Jet's going to do its maximum draw rate, which is about 3.5 to 4% at best. And go at it. Like I said, you're going to have to treat it 3 or 4 times, maybe 3. The ones I did, I had to treat 3 times. But you can do it, man, and you can go do a couple roofs. Now, I do urge you, as soon as you make that money, go invest in a skid or get some type of little setup where you don't have to run that X-Jet like that, because that's a hard way to do it. I mean, truth be told, you need to get a fancy pump-up sprayer out there and do it too. I know a guy that does with a battery pack pump-up sprayer from Harbor Freight. He gets a little warranty on it. The thing goes out about every 3 months, and he brings it back and changes it out. And he's been doing it for about a year, but he's saving up his money because he wants to cash roll one of those Southeast soft wash skids, which is great. So he's saving it up for it. Got a little bit more to rinse off.
And we got 6 likes. We sure do appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be shooting some video of us striping this. Hopefully tomorrow we can do it if the rain don't bother us too bad. So y'all be checking back on the YouTube channel. I'll get it uploaded and get it there where y'all can see it hopefully before the weekend I can get it uploaded.
Yep. And Green Line has a comment. He says, can you make a video explaining the process for people on their first job?
Yeah, so on striping or washing?
He didn't specify.
So actually I just did a video on my YouTube channel, how to pressure wash a house start to finish. You can go watch that. I think it's about 35 minutes long. We really put a lot of effort into that one, trying to get it a beginner's level, if you will. But some of the guys reached out on me on that watch our YouTube channel that's been washing for years, and they was like, hey, these are some good pointers that they're going to actually teach some of their crew members. They was having their crew watch my video, and so it's pretty cool that even some of the guys in the industry has been washing for years
Yeah, and
gave us some good reviews on it.
we got a few more questions here. So Blue Wave Soft Washing, he says, where can you rent the striping machine, and how much is it to rent per day?
So most striping machines could Sunbelt rents them. If you got a Sunbelt in your area, $250 a day, $200 to $250 a day. I have heard them going a little cheaper. But also in the All Pro parking lot striping course, I teach you how to start striping small parking lots using the correct paint, the correct techniques. I'd probably do it after hours just so they don't see that you don't have a machine, but it will look like you done it with a machine. They can't tell any difference. So you could do a few of those. You wouldn't have to do it with 3 or 4 small ones, and then you'd have $5,000 or $6,000 sitting in your account. Just go buy a new one. But yeah, you could rent them from Sunbelt as well. I don't think your Home Depots and people like that even carry or rent anything like that, but just check around. You might have to call several rental places. Let's go down here.
All right. And another question is, do you ever do commercial roof cleaning on flat rubber roofs like EPDM or TPO?
Absolutely, yeah. That right there, you want to be careful with your sodium hypochlorite. But you can put a 1 or 2% up there and go up there. Don't try a surface cleaner on it because they have seams in those rubber membranes. And I have heard of guys, surface cleaner, getting caught up in one of those seams and causing a disaster. But you can go in there with a J-rod. If you got a higher flow machine, you use a J-rod. If you only got a 4 gallon per minute machine, you would use something like a 60-degree tip. An X-Jet would probably do it, an X-Jet on a fan pattern. White tip would probably do it. You'd have to stay about 18 inches away from it and be using some scrub brushes. But that stuff pays good, You're probably looking above 50 cents per square foot. So it's a really good paying job. And most of those roofs have drains in them. So you want to make sure those drains are draining. You don't clog them up. And because you know how heavy water is. If you got several hundred gallons of water sitting in one dependent area of that roof with a drain clogged up, you could have some type of collapse or something. So always make sure your drains are drained good and get up there and get after it. But most importantly, I did one for Holiday Inn years ago. It was like a $10,000 job, and that white roof burnt me like bacon. I mean, sunscreen is a must on top of that thing. It's like sitting in the middle of the ocean.
And Philly Phil says, what's the best way to price a gas station, 12 bay and a walkaway?
Really high. Gas stations are hard to do. Usually on gas stations, I try to go around that 25 cents per square foot just starting out to wash something like that. And now if they're going to do reoccurring on you, like I tell guys all the time, don't give them the discount up front because they probably done told several pressure washing guys, oh, we're going to get you to wash it once a month and give us a good price. No, sir. You get the good price after about my 3rd cleaning. And that's how I've always done it. And they'll respect you for it, You call them on their bluff, they'll respect you for it. So the only discounts we give for reoccurring business is after a few months. We want to see how they pay, how the job is going, how long it's taking us, and then we could reduce our price down, 15, 20%, but usually no less than that, that's enough.
Yep, and one last comment, Laylo369 says, how do you remove Blue Monster pipe dope?
Well, I wonder what it's on.
Yeah.
If it's dried, you might can scrape it off. Acetone would probably be a good way to start on it. You got to be careful with acetone and MEK because that stuff, a bundled up rag of MEK, if you squeeze it and bundle it up like in your tube box, it can spontaneously combust later. So make sure you read the labels on some of those chemicals when removing some type of glues like that.
Yeah, and they said, thanks for the great reply. And we're going on the 35-minute mark.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up. We're going to, so we're done for the night, everybody, right? We're finished. We're going to wrap up, go home, get some sleep. And Again, guys, y'all go check out BillyDavidsonVIP.com for the All-Pro Parking Lot Striping course. The promotional code right now is Billy499 if you're interested in it. And some of our pressure washing courses have a promotional code on it as well, which is Billy25. So it basically reduces the price by 25%. And so check it out. If we can be of any help, y'all let us know. Don't forget about our soft wash pump giveaway. We're going to be doing that here in the next couple of days, announcing the winner. I think we only got about 50 entries at this moment. So go find that video on our YouTube channel. Go ahead and enter it. You know, a spare soft wash pump never hurt anybody. And we're going to be doing some other special things on the channel as we go along here in the next couple of days. Again, I'm Billy Davidson here with Apex and Big Chris. Y'all have a great night. Thanks for joining. We'll see y'all in the next video.